I'm going to quickly show you how you can make use of mTuitive worksheets in Partnet Millennium. So the first part is the build side, where I'm going to show you how you can import the worksheets into Millennium and associate them with the specimen and report section, just like how we currently do with the PowerNote worksheets. And then once we do that, I'm going to show you how you can resolve those worksheets directly from Partnet API applications. So to start off, before you can start using worksheets within mTuitive, you have to first obviously know which ones you want to use, and you have to pull them in from the mTuitive Cloud service. So mTuitive provides this DB administrator tool that you're looking at, and this is basically how they distribute their existing content. So it's pretty straightforward. On the left side, what you're seeing is a list of worksheets on the mTuitive Cloud. On the right side is a list of worksheets in your local domain, in your local environment. So you simply pick the ones that you want and hit the right arrow button that would copy those worksheets to your local environment, and you can start resulting those worksheets on pathology cases. So one thing to note here is the worksheets are actually organized using a template set. So for example, here what you're looking at is a CAP 2013 release, and these are the worksheets on that release. Okay, so once you pull in the worksheets that you want to use on the mTuitive side, I'm going to take you back to the Millennium side and show you how you can import those worksheets and then associate them with the specimen and report section. So in order to do that, we have enhanced the Synoptic Worksheet tool. So this is the tool that we currently use to associate PowerNote worksheets with specimens and reports. So what we have done is we've enhanced the tool so that if it's configured, just by launching the tool, it's going to scan the local mTuitive database and pull in the worksheets from the mTuitive side, and then you can start associating them with specimen and report section. So when I launched the tool, what it basically did is it pulled in the worksheets that I had deployed on the mTuitive administrative tool, and now I can start associating those worksheets with a specimen and report section. So in order to associate a worksheet with a specimen, you would have to first select the specimen. So I'll just pick one from the list. So once you pick a specimen, you would have to pick a case prefix to go with that. And I'll pick the worksheet. So this is actually the same workflow that you guys are currently using to associate PowerNote worksheets, except now when you select a worksheet, you're going to see the imported mTuitive worksheets in the list. So to differentiate between the PowerNote and mTuitive worksheets, we have added the CAP EFRM at the end of the worksheet names. So these ones are the mTuitive ones. And then since we already have the PowerNote stuff set up in the domain, you'll also see the ones without the CAP EFRM at the end. Those would be the PowerNote worksheets that you're currently using. So it is possible for you to use both mTuitive and PowerNote at the same time within the same environment. So I'll just pick the mTuitive worksheet, and then the suggest a flag. That basically works the same way. If I check that, it's going to create an empty instance of that worksheet when the case is accessioned. So I'll just save it, and now that specimen is associated with that mTuitive worksheet. And then to associate them with the report section, you'd switch over to the report section tab, and this is going to show you the same list I just showed you on the other tab. So this is a specimen selection list that lists out both the PowerNote and mTuitive worksheets. And I'll just pick an intuitive one, and then I would take a report section, and now that worksheet is associated with that report section. To show you how you can configure Millennium to communicate with mTuitive so that it knows what worksheets to pull in and also to allow users to resolve those worksheets, we have added a couple of settings. So under task, we have added a new menu item, the configure foreign worksheet parameters. So we have added a few settings here. So the first one is the database connection string. That basically tells Millennium the location of the local mTuitive database, and it will use this to pull in the worksheets. And then the other settings you're seeing are used on result entry sessions, and some of them are optional. So launching the tool would scan the mTuitive database and pull in the worksheets, but you can also import worksheets manually if you already have the tool up and running. And we have added the new import worksheets menu here, and clicking on that would pull in the worksheets from the mTuitive database. So this is pretty much what's involved on the build side.